Hi. Hello. Welcome. Spooky music. Welcome back. I thought it freezes. Like a second. Because my camera doesn't know what to do because it's turning on. We are starting the last case in Ace Attorney 5 today. I mean, we started it last time, but... Wait, what music is this? This is from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which just got a little bit more banging. I've watched a lot of challenge runs of it, and realized that actually it's full of bangers. So, anyway, I noticed that when I was listening to that last song, it's especially how it starts. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 music, where you barely can hear when you're playing that game, but it's like it's the menu music, and I'm sure they did other stuff to it, but it's the menu music from FNAF 1, which that's the only one I've ever actually played. So yeah, that's a little bit nostalgic. Anyway. We're not doing that. Maybe someday if I feel like torturing myself, I'll play Security Breach. But because I don't even think I know how you're supposed to play that game. I don't know the order of events that are supposed to happen. And I've watched multiple people play that game. So, it's the whole thing. It's Harry. Let me get that up. The game is loading. Hello, friends.
Hi.
The game is done loading.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Woo!
It's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Whoa, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're in the
Shit.
future.
Fuck. That's
Tomatoes.
crazy.
Tomatoes! Tomatoes rain from the sky!
Ah.
Ah, fuck. No, I'm gonna have to clean our windows, dude.
Yeah, those are bad.
Everyone thought it was blood rain and the apocalypse was coming. And it was just
And it's just
tomatoes. Like, oh god, it's
amazing.
It's the end of days. It's like, nah,
Yeah,
it's
too
just
often.
this is just what
Blood rain
happens.
and tomatoes.
It's like the cloudy with a chance of meatballs light,
Yeah,
and it just seems like so much worse.
this is just what happens in Italy.
That's true. That where do you think all the tomato sauce comes from?
Because there's not enough tomatoes in the world for that.
Mm-hmm.
We need a lot of tomatoes. Anyway.
Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race.
Oh, okay. Oh, spies. Okay, yeah. No. I'm back on.
Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction.
Means?
Don't.
Means.
That man's in prison.
7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage. Sabotage.
The same ammo.
The same.
It's not sabotage.
It's not
Sabotage.
sabotage. The same MO as this time, yes. And here I thought the perpetrator had been caught. But it looks like I was wrong.
Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
Okay. Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing? Don't they do the exact same thing? Don't they hold the same place in our cultural consciousness? Phoenix is just like, that's just all nerd shit anyway.
They both
Oh,
sneak into
nerd.
places and get you in the back and steal secrets. And
Get you in the back.
Get you in the back.
They,
swords or guns, either way, you're
they
dead.
make you take back shots.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to work back shots into the conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a good reason we failed to find the real spy.
Yeah.
A massive cover-up by the government.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. And I'm sure the
A
government.
very large dress one wears over a bathing suit.
And I'm sure the governmental cover-up
That's
is going
true.
to pay off the exact same, with the exact same weight and importance as Greatest Attorney.
Mhm.
Yeah.
With the Queen of England and the guy doing what dance.
You're so
Yeah.
right.
Government officials were too embarrassed to admit. that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
I'm so embarrassed.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
would
Police?
They did
Never.
indeed. And to cover it up, and to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
Sabotage does sound like a sex thing I've never heard of. It's like someone's like, yeah, I'm kind of into sabotage. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
So what is that? You do need to go into detail. I'm sorry.
Please elaborate.
I do need you to elaborate that one, actually. What the fuck are you talking about?
And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? By then, 7 years later, the same MO, advance warning of sabotage.
Say Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Same. Oh fuck! It's Mo.
It's Mo.
He's the spy.
They never suspect this clown in the government agency.
Well,
I was thinking the Adventure Time, the really old guy.
you didn't think about the clown, your character, the one you voiced.
No, because it's capital M, capital O,
No,
so
you're
I was
right.
thinking of BMO.
And the old man who lives in the basement with his robot family. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it?
That's right. The killer knew the facts of the case 7 years ago despite the cover-up. They knew about the moon rock,
Sabotage.
the murder, and they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor.
Man, that's the most American ass shit they have ever.
Yeah, that
like,
sounds so fucking
it's like
American.
this is the first time
They
ever
nailed it.
that actually putting it in Japaniformia makes sense.
Right.
It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points. Wow, Phoenix is
Yeah,
a
basically.
Alright.
sexist.
But I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. Like those dinosaurs.
Mhm.
That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene. First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for repairs sign at the door to launch pad 1 and in boarding lounge 2.
But that's what normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do?
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Terran.
Was Aura involved? But you didn't let Mr. Starbug in on it.
He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret.
He's good at lying about other shit, though.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until...
He plays murder, huh?
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out. For after all that effort... Terran is dead, and the Hat too is destroyed. And the Hope capsule, which would return to us only recently, was also lost in that blast.
What? What? Oh, wait, huh? Wait. Huh? That has not been mentioned. I just
It would
assumed y'all
be-
got it. It was in the crime scene photo.
It would be embarrassing for the government if you knew that they lost that.
It was in the crime scene photo. Who lost it? It wasn't
never
lost in the
recovered.
blast. Okay, explicitly was not lost in the blast. A bomb went off, and then 6 hours later, it vanished. That's not disappeared in the blast.
My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center, is done for.
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in the blast? I thought that the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terran. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside. And also, why the fuck were you guys bringing it back up to space? So, what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
I guess with the further information, they might not have been intending to bring it to space. They handed it to somebody they could trust to hold on to it so it wouldn't get stolen.
And then guess what?
And then, oops, he got murdered and it got stolen.
Actually, I think I might pass Cosmos off to Levi.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Levi, you wanna jump in?
Approved. Yes. The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder.
You know, I remember your voice a lot differently. In my flashback, in the middle of my flashback, it changed.
The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that, with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the staged miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe. How do you fuck that one up?
You misunderstand.
He did die.
The launch pad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence.
Which is not the blast. Do you mean the blast in the courtroom?
Oh no.
It was stolen during the explosion in the courtroom?
No, it got exploded during the explosion in the courtroom.
That would be really fucking funny, though. Yeah, oh my god!
It was the courtroom bombing from the other day.
It didn't get fucking stolen, it blew it up.
This game should not have been called Dual Destiny. It should have just been called Ace Attorney 5 Bombs. Bombs! Bombs, bombs, bombs.
Ace Attorney
That's-
5
that's,
Barman.
That's your stream title next time. What were you saying about? Sorry.
Something about forecasting the financial success of future something. He's attorney bombs. It's like,
The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and blown to smithereens.
It couldn't even handle a simple explosion.
A simple explosion.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a
As
nuke
opposed to a
went off.
complex one. Yeah.
Yet another
It only
casualty of that
completely
blast.
decimated the interior of the courtroom.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
I think the funniest things about these bombs, so far 4 bombs that we know about, or no, I think there's more at this point.
3.
I'm trying, cause there were 3 in the space center. One of them didn't go
No,
off.
there was 2.
No, one of them didn't go off. Candace stopped it.
Oh.
Candace disarmed it. Yeah. And then there was one, or like it's unclear which one Tonati had, like whether it might be the one that got disabled that he had, so it might just be 3. But then he blew up a different one. It's a fucking mess. Anyway, so far no one's actually died in explosions. Like, people die around the explosions, but not because of them.
It would be hard to give us a photo of the body and make it still PG.
Fucking bits. What? How? Yeah, they haven't seemed to skimp on the blood in this game.
The police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship. A tap on my a bug aboard my battleship. A tap on my advanced communication system.
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone.
That I'm speaking into right now.
You hear that?
You hear that, you motherfucker?
I'm fucking coming for you.
I've started calling sex lines and phone psychics just to mess with them.
Jesus Christ.
And that's the only reason why I've been doing that.
Yes, if you, that's the reason, yes. I use this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch.
I look up my horoscope on the phone.
I thought you were going to say, look up my horse.
Look at your
My
horse.
Horoscope is the phone sex service.
Oh, horoscope.
That's the...
I thought you said, I thought you said, I look up my horse. Like,
yes. And I thought Levi, because of that, said horse-scope.
horse.
As if it, like, if there's a sex line service where you call horses. They just neigh directly into the phone.
I need not look for my steed. It is beneath me at this moment. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. I'm feeling very Soldier 76 right now.
He is Soldier 76, including the
Just-
homosexuality.
Yeah. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1.
7 Stream Street. Whee.
Nice. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
And planted the bomb then. Yippee! Yip! You were gone. We are yip. Yes. If they were tapping your phone, they would definitely pull something like that off. So you really think the same spy is behind this incident and the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then the spy
Are you sure about
must
that?
be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing. AKA his sister.
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's so
No.
crazy.
Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still.
He can't do British. He wanted to do a British accent so bad.
He
Really
sure
tried.
did. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center too.
So if we can find this phantom,
That's
Then they
right.
can't win the game.
We can hear Athena's name. We can clear Athena's name, not just hear
You
it.
just have to click them.
Wait, okay, what are you referring to?
I've been watching a lot of Among Us, and there's a role where if you die
Oh.
right away, sometimes you'll get a phantom roll, and if you do all your tasks before somebody clicks on you, you win the game.
Gotcha. Interesting. And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell, too.
what about him?
Well, if the culprit 7 years ago is the same person as the current incident.
He really did just yell if.
If!
Yeah?
It would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That is still an if, though.
If.
If?
How dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs. But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in. We've seen him in
Damn,
court
she
without
wants to play
handcuffs
Phasmophobia.
all the time.
It's very Shasta coded. It's all over for me. Spin, spin, whirl, whirl. I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
Damn, it's
Isn't
gonna
this gonna be
explode.
alright, Daddy?
Yeah.
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with.
Jesus Christ.
Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's a Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds, as well as my stomach.
Yeah.
Levi, you missed an opportunity to like grab your microphone and just like
Doppler.
be like moving it side to side so that
Oh, I wasn't
You-
sure. Like,
we
no,
got
no. Listen, I
Doppler.
had the impulse, but I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. So-
You just spin
Yeah.
the chair around and read the lines.
yeah, I was like, they're not gonna hear like 70% of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think like if you had like picked it up and like moved it side to side, it would have
Spin,
given us
spin,
this.
spin, 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 spin. How's that? Was I doing anything?
Something.
It
The
did
end of
something.
it kind of worked. The beginning didn't sound any different, but the end, there was something. It kind of worked.
It's like he's achieved a spiritual enlightenment or something.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sure.
that's it.
I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
I don't think spiritual enlightenment is what he's achieved.
He's
I don't know what you're
stimming. He's
talking
just having.
about.
He's overwhelmed.
He's
He's
stimming.
proprioceptive spinning. Stimming.
Just the complete,
The stim spin.
The silence
the
is
complete
really
silence with the birds.
with
The
the
birds.
birds.
I want a cutout of this so I can make this one of my alerts. Like you follow me, and instead of a gif of I think Kristen
Oh my
Stewart,
God.
it's
This
him
man spinning?
Yeah. Hey, you wanna see
I
my
bet you I
badge?
could. I bet. Let me go see if I can find you a clean.
I'm
gif of it.
sorry. I'm sure this is nothing.
Let me ask you a question. What will that object contribute to the future of mankind?
Well, it is my badge, so not much, I guess.
yeah, Phoenix is not so confident. Then how important could it be? Quite unlike the great historical figure, Yuri Cosmos.
If any more absorbed. There's no self.
I do love to observe myself.
He'll turn into his very own black hole. Okay, ready? No!
What?
I stopped his spinning, and now he will not start again. Goodbye, sir.
Down. Alas.
Oh,
You fucked it.
I broke it.
You say I fucked it.
I broke it.
Woke it.
Last night I was playing D&D, and we were confronted by someone that we've been trying to like play both sides and kind of lied to.
Oh my God.
And we were like trying to come up with all these ways that you could convince him to not make us go back and commit like a whole bunch of murder without pissing him off. And my response was, can I try to make myself throw up and be like, see, I can't, I'm sick.
How'd that work out for you?
I did not allow it.
Aw.
I was like, but I've been known to lick things I shouldn't.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago?
I found him spinning in a different location.
Yay.
But it is a gif of him spinning. Just clean spin.
Clean spin.
Clean spin.
Spin cycle.
Let's put that bitch in. That's so good. The fact that it's
Awesome.
not a clean loop is so sad. Anyway. There! That's the Hat 1 exhibit.
I know. Look at that photo of the team.
That's super. There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Aura Blackwell, and even Ponko. Don't know who this bitch is, but you know, she probably did. But I've never seen the woman on the right before.
Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos.
It's got a thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
That's not
I
for
don't know what
him.
you're talking about.
Let's check the newspaper article too. What? Hat 1 launch imminent. There's a photo of the Hope space probe. It's just weird that there's this display right next to where they're working on a probe. But okay. I guess it's only natural to talk about the murder or the sabotage. It doesn't talk about it.
They really were keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Eddie, look at that jacket.
Must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing, the one that belonged to Clay.
Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says.
Not a replica, huh? Wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. Yeah, I'm sure that gas is nothing. Okay, we got all three.
For my record.
Ponko?
I
I
don't know.
don't think it's Ponko.
I guess we'll see.
Ponko has a
Hello?
different text color.
Hello?
Yeah, Ponko does have the green robot text.
Oh, it's Jennifer!
hi.
Why are you
Jenny?
here?
Hello?
Why are you here?
Miss Woods, what brings you here?
I heard Athena got arrested, so I...
Look, there's only 2 other NPCs in this case that it could be. And, well, I guess really 1. But if it's not Aura, it's you. So, I think you finally snapped.
I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here.
How old was she
At
when the
the
first
scene?
time happened?
She's 18 now, so
I think she was 18 in the last
11.
case, too. Oh,
No,
when,
that's what I'm saying.
when 7 years
Hat
ago.
1, she
Yes.
would have done about some
Yeah,
terrorism
11.
at 11.
Yeah. Look, apparently Athena was here, so maybe they came together on a field trip, and Athena
And this is joint terrorism.
And killed people.
yes, they killed people together. They were lesbians, Your Honor. 11-year-old criminal lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
You must be so worried, but rest assured, I'm going to do my very best to defend her.
Ina's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart.
We don't have hearts in this game.
Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center?
What? You didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl.
I figured that maybe her parents worked here? Lived? Is she an alien?
Yeah, she got brought back in the Hat 1 project.
She came back with Starbuck. He doesn't remember because he's been drugged up for years.
yep, that's the plot.
And she's fucking E.T. with a special interest in psychology and lawyering. She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, would you tell me more in detail? Anyway.
Oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Dina's mom worked here.
But the brunette?
If I remember right, she was a doctor of
off.
psychology or something like that.
There is no reason for a psychologist and her family to live at a space center.
I mean, I think astronauts do get regular psychovals.
Right, but as like the psychologists don't live in NASA. They maybe live on the campus or something.
In NASA.
They don't live like where they're launching rockets.
Well, this isn't NASA. It's a much smaller operation, so he kept everyone on base.
On base in one building. But why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility?
I don't really know. But I do know she lived and worked here, so Athena lived here too.
Okay. So it was far from Athena's first time here. Wonder why she didn't mention it. Because it's fucking, I'm sure, a nightmare to explain.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
A sad memory. Can you tell me more about it?
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
Same time frame as the Hat 1 launch.
Athena's mom, in the robotics lab,
With a candlestick.
With the lead pipe.
was murdered.
Yeah. Lead pipe could be another word for a katana.
Yeah, those are definitely the same thing.
Yeah. It's just long metal
Same
stick.
thing. Same thing.
It's just bludgeoning damage instead of slashing.
After it happened, Athena stopped coming to school.
She was a truant, too. Poor Athena. And all this time, she never let on at all.
I was so worried about here.
Not here.
I was so worried about her.
I was worried about the Space Center. I didn't give a shit about Athena.
I came here so many times, hoping to see her.
She lived in the rocket.
But I never saw her again.
They talked a lot about running and hanging out in the woods together, and I did just remember that there are trees fucking everywhere outside here whenever they did like the wide shot.
Yeah, the place is completely surrounded by trees.
Mm-hmm. Babies? Oh no.
After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
So the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Quart's case?
That's right. And I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy.
Sounds like it belongs in Grade A's attorney.
A little bit.
What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much.
Trauma made her a yapper.
She liked to draw and paint at home.
That's completely different from the Athena we know. I can't even picture it.
Fuck off.
Trucy, a woman is dead.
Oh my god.
She never left the Space Center much because
That's actually such a good choice for the line read.
she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
I think she might just be autistic. I don't think that's like a special empath power. I think that's just not liking crowds. It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices. Ah! Oh my gosh. She's so cute.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones.
Okay, yeah, she's autistic.
Yeah.
Pretty much every person who plays this game is like, oh yeah, oh that's it. Okay, yeah, that explains a lot.
These headphones are so fucking cute though. Oh my god. They got
Little
bunny. They
bunnies.
got bunny ears,
Double bunny.
and they have the bow strap on it. That's so cute.
She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Huh? I wonder what kind of research it was. I don't know, Phoenix. She's just a psychologist.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's crazy.
Because of her special ability,
Tina couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution.
2 disabled girlies. BFFs.
Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Oh, Daddy, show her that picture!
That a girl? Good idea.
The picture we just saw. That one.
This one, the flyer.
Yeah.
Show her the picture.
Oh my god.
I'm very sorry, but I don't know anything about that.
Okay, sorry about you. I guess she doesn't have leads on that.
Alex is like, oh, she's getting nervous. Oh.
Yeah. Presente. Miss Woods, can you take a look at this for me?
Oh, look, there's Thena's mom.
I swear to God, if she points to Aura, I'd be freaked the fuck out.
Yeah,
This is
definitely not.
good. Yeah.
dead.
That would be so funny though. I'd be like, what? Okay.
You're saying she's a ghost?
An ace attorney? I just realized my camera is completely in front of her face.
That is true.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where's my other camera? There we go. There she is. I am now Yuri Cosmos.
There you go.
Hang out over here, I guess. I can never. I can't just live.
The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono, that's Dr. Meta Sykes.
Athena's mother's murder. Athena's mother's murder. He doesn't call her Athena. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat 1 launch?
What? Oh, wait, yes. It did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected.
But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
So this murder Detective Cosmos was talking about, director, god damn it, does that mean that the crime Prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods, and please try not to worry. Won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her.
So, I think
Yes.
there's another person that is either dead or we don't know about yet. Because, not who is the murderer. I still think that's fucking Aura. Because I distinctly remember, and I might just be fucking gaslighting myself, but I distinctly remember in the last case, Blackwell saying you wouldn't want to disappoint him. And if he said her, then yeah, that's her mom. But I figured maybe it was her dad. And I guess Juniper hasn't mentioned her dad at all, so I don't know.
It's Director Cosmos.
It's Director Cosmos. Don't disappoint Director Cosmos, who's kind of like your dad, but mostly your grandpa. Also, why did he not say anything? Why has the people who have been working here for so fucking long not said shit about this? Ponko is the only person who seemingly recognizes Athena. Aura was like, oh shit, you're that kid. It's like, yeah. 11, like you can still, I feel like you could look at an 18-year-old and if you knew them when they were 11, you would be able to mostly recognize them.
They've established that Yuri Cosmos is rather self-centered, so I think that's
fair.
for him.
Yeah.
That's the way to justify.
And apparently Starbucks too fucking drugged out of his mind.
Sure.
So we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. Got our plates full, Daddy. Hope we can fit it all in before the day is through.
Yeah, we'll see. I've got almost 2 hours, so the detention center first. Then we have to see Athena before our visiting hours are over. Why? Why would you not stay at the? Okay, that's fine.
Because visiting hours
Well,
are
visiting hours, but it doesn't feel
ending.
just like logistically. We could go to her afterwards. Hi, dude.
No, visiting hours. Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here.
Lawyer. Sorry.
It's a lawyer. He would not.
Lawyer boy.
He's genuine about it. Is the thing.
Right.
Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business.
To tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Tonate.
Why? Also, this is my daughter. I don't let her out of the house.
This is my first time out in months.
Every time, ever since we got Athena, she's not been allowed to leave.
I think the lore is that because it's the Right Anything agency now,
Yeah.
she's actually like the major breadwinner, because like she actually gets
Actually has
hired for
shows, yeah.
magic work.
For magic
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah, and like the lawyer stuff doesn't fucking happen because it's Phoenix Wright, and
Yeah.
this crew like
she's like actually off doing exciting fun stuff, and the
Yeah.
others are like, dicking around trying to solve cases that don't
It's,
like
that don't
it's-
earn much money.
pay for and-
Isn't that a
Yeah.
isn't that a bit in I've not played it, but Thousand Year Door with Luigi? Is that things are just happening every time you check in with Luigi?
Yeah, no, the bit is that Luigi like is like sick of like being the side guy who's like not having his own adventure, so he like goes on his own adventure. So every time you talk to him, he's got like a new partner next to him, and he's
Mhm.
like, and he talks for a long time about like whatever shit he's doing, and it's like he's just having his own like adventure, but it's kind of funny because it's still not like a game, right?
Yeah,
It's just
no,
like
no.
him having
I
his
want that
fuck
for
ass stupid.
They should have had Trucy do that this entire game. They should have had Trucy be
Every
like,
time-
Yeah, that's
I've-
possible, but
Every
wow.
time she came back, she'd talk about like the cool shit she's been up to.
yeah, she's been
Mhm.
doing shit with Valent. Is Valent still out of prison, or did he go to prison? I can't remember if
He
Valent.
think
is-
Valent-
Buddy, didn't
think-
he?
I think Valent disappeared off the face of the earth
Yeah, I think
because-
Valent fucked off.
because he got exposed as the as likely the killer of
Yeah,
of
like it was.
Magnifi.
I don't think
so-
I don't think he was ever convicted. I think like usually
he
they
did- he did a
convict things
disap-
afterwards, but like
No, it was actually Shady Enigmar who also did.
yes, because they found him
Yeah.
guilty, so they would never
Yeah.
like retry it and find because it's like okay, well as far as they know he's dead, and then he actually was dead, so there to the law there's no reason to try Valent because the guy they found
Oh wait,
guilty
Zach
is dead now.
Zach is Shady. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. I was mixing him up with the other one, Valent.
No,
Right?
yeah. No, so Valent is probably just walking free.
Oh my fucking god, they're on Villains Wiki.
The end of the wiki for Valent says he turned himself in.
Oh,
Oh,
does
okay,
he?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
believe
because
it.
like he instead of inheriting all the shit that he should have that he would have inherited if the will transfer didn't happen, they uncover that like Grammary that Zach did actually transfer everything to Trucy,
Mm-hmm.
which meant that like Valent was kind of financially fucked up and also like had to admit to doing a bunch of like not murder but like altering crime scenes and messing
Right.
with like legal stuff.
Mhm.
So he probably served a short sentence, is my guess.
The one behind the courtroom bombing incident. I would love to just run into a reoccurring character that we put in prison. Like most of the time, they're convicted of murder, so they're gonna get executed. But there's a few of them that it's like they're accomplices, and they might get out eventually. Like Morgan.
Eventually.
And even then, it's clear the executions take a while.
Yeah, that too. Bring back a villain. Game?
They would never.
No. Sal did go to prison. I hope he died. I don't think he was executed, but I do hope he died.
You wanna
He
Sounds-
suddenly
recurring-
said he's ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I had to come right over to hear more.
But I had to come.
Incredible.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
What was he saying?
You know what? Shelly's still out there. He never got arrested.
He sure is.
We
I
never
mean, yeah,
fully, like,
he's,
he
you know,
he fucking got away.
my guy's got a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like,
He's getting that
He's
bag.
an international assassin. It would be
Yeah.
really cool to have the fucking Shelly the Killer rematch. Like, come on. Franchise?
bag.
Do the franchise thing! Do any kind of fan service! Actually, they did in this game, and it was boring.
Well,
Oh yeah, Cliffy.
they fan
Yeah.
serviced wrong. They fan disserviced.
Why don't you hang around and hear about it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
I give you my special permission.
Oh my god, why are we gonna talk to Ted? Why are we gonna talk to Ted Tonati?
Here comes the bomber
yeah.
now.
Oh boy, okay.
Why was he allowed to keep this?
You, what nerve you have to come here?
Yeah, I know.
You're here to laugh at me, I suppose?
Yes.
Luff.
Like I'd waste my breath on you.
Damn.
Ugh, don't. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital.
Violence? No. Question? Okay.
Okay, well, I didn't ask a question. No violence! No violence! Too bad
Damn.
Apollo
Yeah,
didn't get a chance to say that
Sorry,
before you
bud.
attacked him!
Alright, but you have to leave.
Dot dot dot.
Alright.
Dot dot dot. I mean, I also play violence, so I guess.
No violence! Oh, there's my full
Pussy.
left!
Welcome back.
I had to leave.
You
No
got rid of the
violence.
violin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I destroyed my $6,500 violin. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
You also have a miniature, the world's smallest violin, which is only used for playing briefly and smashing when it's funny, as everyone must.
Uh-huh.
As everyone must.
Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Ted Tonati. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up?
No,
Oh, night night.
I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom.
I took too long to find this. I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
Such a good fucking bit.
When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room.
You can't. Did you hear this? Or I guess you heard the other testimony that Starbuck had. So you're just kind of pulling that out of your ass?
No. Oh, what are you talking about? Who else could have been there? I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch.
Oh, to put on. What? Oh, fucking hell. It was missing. I do remember it was missing.
The person was there and witnessed the murder I committed.
What?
I don't know who it was. But that's who blew up the courtroom.
Oh,
You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any Cyclops. So I guess he must not be lying. And that's never bitten me in the ass before.
Phoenix people can lie and not be Cyclops. If it was
Matt
that
on
easy-
guard. Fucking
If
god
it was
damn
that
it.
easy, we would know every single killer immediately. We
Yeah.
could just ask, "Hey, did you kill this guy?" They'd be like, "No." We're like, "They're Cyclopped. We got them." Pardon me. I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb.
But I'm telling you.
And there you have it! We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it.
Ay, ay, ay.
We
Oh my
haven't
god.
found any new facts yet, though.
What the hey? What? Hey, hey, hey! Hey!
What's up, Alex?
What's up?
The fucking thing
What
that I
happened?
was like, hey, that's weird. Why'd they do that? Why is that there? Fucking goddamn it.
Rock.
It's a rock. It's a space rock. It's a fucking.
It's a rock.
Did they? It blew. No, that's the space rock. It blew up the canister with it, and that's the space rock. It's not part of the bomb. It's a rock. It's from space.
It's
Uh-huh.
not a boulder.
Is it from space?
It's a rock.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
wow,
crazy.
they laid it
man.
all out, piece by piece.
Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them.
He's such a little freak about.
Oh, looks like his geek switch has been activated. I don't want to think about someone's geek switch, Phoenix.
Actually, not this.
He's
this
leaking.
man.
He's leaking his geek switch.
Oh,
No.
I did say gleek.
I
Yeah.
know, but I heard leak.
Really into root vegetables.
Yeah.
It's not a root
Far-fetched.
vegetable. I just don't know what it is. Like I know what it is, but
It's
I don't
like
know
an
what
onion.
it's like. He likes
Yeah,
things
well,
that are like
It
onions.
is. So it is a root vegetable.
Are onions root vegetables? I always think of like potatoes and shit.
I mean, I think it just has
Yeah.
to be underground.
The onion
like,
part
right?
is the root.
I guess so. I never had thought about it. Whenever I think root vegetable, I think like potato.
Potato,
And maybe like
beet.
a turnip.
Yeah, carrots, beets, turnips, rutabaga,
Ass.
potatoes, onions.
Did Alex just say ass?
Yes,
I did hear that.
I was
yeah.
ignoring them. I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning.
See your doctor if you experience incontinence lasting more than. Hey, Tony. More than what?
Tone.
AAAGH. Anything but that.
Nice.
Just I love you.
Really, really good. I'm afraid I have to be off now too. Goodbye.
Okay.
I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
We gotta talk to Athena about things.
Hey, can we come with that too? Can we come see her?
Can we go see our Athena?
You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her?
No, it's fine.
Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go.
Bye!
You'll have to come back later.
Bad timing. I don't know why he's leaving. We only have one of these rooms. She's gonna have to come in here. Maybe
No, they got like 7.
maybe he had to do a potty. What bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning to see her.
After we came all this way too! Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center.
Yep.
Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
We're spending so much money on buses. Alright, sounds like
Why
a
we
plan.
need to get a
Magician,
car. I told you I can drive, Daddy. You can just let me.
You can't reach the pedals.
Phoenix
That's
has
what
a
Mr.
bicycle.
Hat is for.
He does have a bicycle, that's true. Hello.
I just did just imagine her red tattooing Phoenix driving a car.
Judge Tron JTO2. I thought you didn't like the fucking law, Aura. Is this guy?
Oh,
Is this supposed
yeah,
to be
she
a
wants to
law
be judge,
AI?
jury, and executioner.
I guess. Fucking giant balls.
Giant spike ball. I forgot about the giant spike ball.
She just flicks it over her back. She just can carry it no problem.
It's a Halloween prop.
So this is a robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
I'm sure that won't come into play.
No, probably not.
And where people were directed to evacuate via the emergency ladder. Oh yeah, because that's where she was coming out of when she was coming down. Is there like a dome inside this room? Considering the ball in the middle of it? Like the gyroscope for the chair is kind of a little bit embedded into the ceiling?
They got tall ceilings.
Yeah, sure.
There's extra space in there. People can crawl around in the walls.
This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking
A
of
woman died in here. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that crazy, Trucy? Anyway, speaking of someone
that's
who works with
wild.
robots.
Teddy, look over there.
Hot lady! Oh, hey,
shit.
Apollo!
Yeah, that's a hot lady.
So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Is that right?
Apollo? Also, I did want to note that I did briefly see this, and that's definitely not homosexual of her. Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? I promise I won't poison you. Apollo and Aura Blackwell? I wonder what they're talking about. Well, well, come to spoil our fun? Just when I was enjoying our time alone.
Brucey and Mr. Rat.
If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He says he's investigating on his own. And I respect his wishes, but we just came to investigate this lab. Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. What? Okay. Why the robotics lab in this? We have yet to see a reason for robots other than, like, fun tourist stuff. Like, they don't send them to space.
You don't know that.
They probably should, considering the state of their astronauts. I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of our director. Out of the director, I don't care about him. And suddenly Starbuck was out and your subordinate little princess was in. The princess. Case closed. And they all lived happily ever after.
Teddy, say something to her.
And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right? The princess, huh? Guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena is innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo?
I don't know yet.
Hello, how could you?
What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. You're so right, Tony. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate. I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? She's like 2 seconds away from like petting Apollo's head. Like, he works for me now.
He's such a good boy.
Whew, all this laughing has worn me out. I don't usually experience joy. It's really exhausting. Your turn to say something, Hunka Junk. Good job.
Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Clonko, did you see the murder? Clonko? Clonko, what did you see? Slap him like the ribbit. Mr. Terran? But that's Apollo you're talking to. Well, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost.
Apollo, is your name actually Clay Terran and you kill Apollo Justice to steal his identity?
Holy shit. Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran? Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran?
I guess Clay intends to hang out to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium.
I'm a spirit at large.
Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena no matter what you have to say about it. How perfectly foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return?
I'd like to hear about that incident too. It helped me understand the current case better.
Sorry, Mr. Terran Clonko's terrorized.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
So
Apollo
bad.
knows about that case too? Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo. Come on, Hunkum Junk. You tell the story.
But, Miss Aura, that's private information.
If you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk.
Yes, who cares about personal privacy? Not me.
I'm gonna follow you into the bathroom.
I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information.
Wow, what a magic trick. It's a completely different robot now.
The bodies of all the robots that come through this lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then. Wah, wah, wah.
Yikes! Better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Plonko.
And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans. Gah!
Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk longingly. Nobody can continue Metis's research. She and her work were truly one of a kind.
Were they, you know...
You know. And now the two navigation companions are all that's left of Metis here on Earth. She doesn't have a child. Sure doesn't.
Wait, yeah, that's super fucking funny. Wait.
She doesn't consider flesh babies.
Oh,
to
wait,
be-
that's so good, actually.
Oh, if you used your hands and your brain
Oh,
to
okay,
make
Phoenix
the
knows all of it.
child, then then that is your real child. If you just shot them out of your chute, that's nothing. The robot
don't-
threw all that
I don't like that one.
What a way to say that.
I don't like that one.
Isn't she leaving out a very important someone? Or I was trying to baby trap Metis with two robots. It's like, forget about your other child. These are your only children now. We built the ultimate creations together. But now she's gone.
Ow. I get
You
the
okay?
feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter.
What daughter?
And almost as much as she loved you.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Apollo!
We're just saying it, huh?
Also, putting the rankings at Aura, Athena, and robots below Aura is fucking wild. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Miss Aura, would you like a tissue?
Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk. Go on, Ponko.
Conco's an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their heart aren't actually in their bodies, they're in their butt.
Keep them in my storage closet.
What do you mean by that? I took him out a long time ago. The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them. I'm not sure that gives you the right to be physically abusive. But why are you people looking into such an old case now anyway? Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes, too.
But Metis, I'm a child, she said, furiously poking at a PCB with a soldering iron. I'm sure you're aware of who Metis's killer is. Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell, so it seems. A quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it? I can't say anything for sure right now. That's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure. I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give him an edge in court. Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique. Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher and student relationship. He treated her more like a loyal samurai would teach a sovereign. Seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. Even got along well with that miserable little princess.
Why do you call Athena the princess, anyway?
Well, she is Metis's daughter, after all. Although she's nothing like her, besides. Doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around? Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when she ran to Aura yesterday. It all makes sense now. So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then. What is it settled? None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around here anyway?
What? But we came here to take a look around.
You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant.
Blanco does not need oxygen, and she's still somehow strangling.
She's cutting off the wires.
The fucking mouth twitch. The fucking
I
mouth
fucking
twitch.
love Aura.
Oh my god, she's so cool.
We're like, we have to give this character to Alex.
I adore her, thank you.
Yeah, big time you.
We're not the police, so we don't have one. Then get out, now. Blanco, show them the way out.
Certainly, Miss Aura.
There is, so Shasta made the fucking joke that, like, robots and domineeringly very queen-like, Deltarune queen, and I do, other than the extreme British, and I kind of lower the, it's very similar voice, but, like, a little bit different. When I played Deltarune with Shasta, I did Queen, and she had this like extremely over the top. Yes, yeah. It was very I mean, it was British. It was loud. It was higher pitched. But like the same way that I read her lines is the same way I'm reading Aura's lines. Like they
Gotcha.
have the same level of complete smugness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They've got the
Oh, for
same
sure.
like writing voice, not
The
like,
haughty. There's a haughty tone to it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Also
Ouch.
haughty because she's hot is also very hot. So.
Yeah.
Don't
No, Miles.
preach.
Thank you for saying it.
Aura's so hot. Like
She's
like
so
this.
fucking hot.
I won't debate that one. Like that's just the truth.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
My apologies. I'm just following orders. Ah!
Ah!
Whack, whack,
So
whack, whack, whack.
Phoenix.
Bonk. Bonk bonk
Bonk,
bonk
bonk.
bonk.
They kicked us.
Bonko.
They kicked us out the window.
Nice.
We got fucking Team Rocket blasted off. What a way to get shown out. Is Apollo still here?
The nerve of that woman.
I don't think he got
Horrible
kicked out.
attitude.
Nope.
Yeah, apparently she likes Apollo. Guess that's just how she is.
Why was Apollo going along with her?
I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay just like how Aura lost Dr. Sykes.
I'm really worried about him.
That definitely, like, the hatred she has for Athena definitely doesn't read like she was in love with a woman for a very long time and then she had a kid with a different person and it fucking drove her nuts.
Yeah, that's why I posted Pearl Steven Universe. I was like, oh, I see some.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know a lot of details. It's just like that is the one
Oh,
thing I know.
I vaguely know what you mean, yeah.
I've watched all of Steven Universe. You're in the right vein. I didn't watch like the sequel series, but I watched the first one in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I did. Like my brother and I marathoned at one point.
Did you say this?
He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that.
He's being cool.
I like Juicy Loki
He's not
digging
allowed to be
it.
cool.
He's not allowed to be cool. That's illegal.
He's a dork.
Does she mean she's usually silly and dorky? He's usually?
Oh, they seem to
I'm
say
gonna go keep an eye on him.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
just gonna be
bye.
alone?
Bye.
Hey, wait, Trucy, come back! She's gone. Please, 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 let's follow her. Please, please, God, I'll be Apollo. We can't lose her again. What should I do now? Switch to Apollo. I think the Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office alone. Move. Fucking move.
Fucking
Guess
move.
you'll go back to the office alone.
Alone.
Papa O-Face.
There it is.
I always think of Parappa the Rapper whenever I see that.
Well, here I am. Alone. In the office. This office never felt so empty. Phoenix.
Hey, don't fucking
So
say that.
much-
Charlie's here.
Charlie's here. Hug Charlie.
Charlie's right there.
Truly, there is 80 times more things in this room than there ever was when Mia owned this place.
In here with a dead body, Phoenix.
You've been in here with a corpse before, and Maya. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. There's the corner Mia died in.
Oh yeah.
When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. I miss her so fucking much! And then, for a while after that, she was always by my side.
The mysterious she.
Her. Maya's
And
pronouns.
she's gone too.
She's gone forever! And then the little she. was also there.
The littler she.
The literal she.
They would be able to say the littler she's name because she's been in this game.
Only the DLC. The DLC
Only
hasn't
the
had
DLC.
Yeah.
Don't count.
Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. I'm
Gotta
remembering.
take a nap.
I'm remembering.
Feelings, you know, like a 14-year-old or whatever that meme is.
He's starting to remember. He has to go to sleep so he can forget.
You must forget.
He must forget. I have
Never
unnecessary
remember.
feelings.
Always
Something-
forget.
Huh? There's something on the floor. What's a letter doing here?
Huh?
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, Nick. It's been a while, huh? Miss me?
I know this handwriting. Also, I like the idea that Phoenix is doing a perfect Maya impression.
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the fucking. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take this as fan service.
That must have been really something. Although weird is par for the course with you.
It's not exactly her song, but it's fine. It's Trucy's really, but I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details.
I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part in my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent.
Oh my god, I will.
I'm sure they'll cheer you right up.
It does say Maya Fey. Yeah, there you go. Yours truly, Maya Fey. Yay! They said her name!
Maya
She
Fey
exists.
mentioned.
Maya mention!
She's not just that girl.
Dear Nick, I heard you got some other girl arrested. You can't do that. That's my thing.
You should start a support group.
We should say it for a group. People Phoenix Wright put in jail by accident. The good old Maya, as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Ah! Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Oh my god, they're spoiling things! Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. God, imagine if this was your first game. Imagine
Right,
if this
yeah.
was your first game and it was
Like,
like,
what the fuck?
what? This girl
Spirit
can talk
medium?
to
You mean you get-
ghosts?
You get the fucking Magatama.
That's fair.
Yeah,
This-
true.
And they're like, what the fuck is this?
This Magatama I use on
Cyclobot.
Cyclops.
You have exactly what Edgeworth does in the end of 3. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening to me? I'm going insane.
Maya's the one who gave it to me. And I wonder how this letter got here.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, they put her in the DLC because she fucking they have the assets available? Ah! Oh, it's you, Pearls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alex is being fed right now.
I'm tasting. Pearl, did you kill someone? You have to tell me.
Pearl, you have to tell me if you killed someone.
Pearl,
Or
you
else it's
have to
entrapment.
tell me.
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
You're not answering the question. This is Pearl Faye, though I call her Pearls. She is Maya's cousin. I'm being formal today. Who's also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo,
Why are you monologuing out loud?
you know what? But Apollo,
Who are you talking to, Mr. Nick?
Pearls, this happens sometimes. I start remembering, and I have to say what I'm remembering out loud, and
If I
then
speak it aloud, it might stay.
it might stay for once. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. Okay, so they
You need to go
foreshadowed
see. I think you need to go see a neurologist.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't need to know. I did this to myself, so I would forget that Apollo and Trucy are siblings.
What?
They're what?
Oh
Then
god.
he hits her over the head.
Yeah. You didn't come all this way to bring me a letter, did you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off the details than Maya. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on. Fuck!
Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick.
What did I say? Why is implying that I...
She's rolling her sleeves up. She's getting down to business.
Okay.
She's not threatening.
Look,
She's not gonna punch you.
a lot,
Phoenix,
a
like,
lot
has
of
a-
times
has, like,
she
a
does
fe-
that
like-
when she's threatening
A lot
me.
of times she is gonna punch
Pavlovian
you.
response to the arm getting.
Yeah, what did I do?
Did you read the postscript on the letter?
If you gave me a second, I woulda. Huh? There's more. Oh yeah, this whole fucking extra paragraph that was really obvious on the page. Okay. Here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the
No, make
office.
Apollo do it.
Then
So
Phoenix
Pearly
remembers
said
Apollo's
she would
not
come
here.
help you. Isn't she sweet? You better thank her.
Oh, so that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearl. Maya and Pearls, thanks to these two. Hey, hold on. Pearl, how'd you get in here? We locked it.
She said
The
the door
door's
was
open.
unlocked.
Oh, the door was unlocked.
She literally said the door was unlocked.
Why did we leave it unlocked? Maya and Pearls, thanks to these two.
She said, "I'm sorry
Baby!
for barging in,
you're
but the
right.
door was unlocked."
Yeah, we were fucking... Why did we do that? I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I'm just gonna take Charlie into the closet and we're gonna cry together.
That's the work.
I need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about this case. But the trial's still going on. They must be holding him down at the detention center. We're gonna go talk to him and there's like 3 bailiffs just sitting on him. Yeah, Pearl's
They
gonna
are
fix it.
literally holding him.
Yep. So the game was getting dangerously close to having a normal sized like protagonist group.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck, panic, throwing pearls. She's gonna find something though when she's cleaning. A letter from Mia.
What the fuck?
Fuck. Oh god, that joke would be so funny if I'm not supposed to know things. If the cover art didn't spoil other things in this case. Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about.
I think this is Aura.
This is Aura.
Okay. All this time you haven't said a word, and it's even turning your hair gray.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, jerk.
Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today?
No, I need to. I have another hour of visiting, and all I do when I'm here is fucking drill into him. That's my only purpose that I serve. He needs a reminder of how shitty it is out here. Enough for today. Today is all there is. Today is all there is when there is no tomorrow. Are they siblings? Never mind. Yes. Where there's no tomorrow. What is she talking about?
Wait.
Is he?
You're missing a little bit.
Teehee.
We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down.
Alright, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. That's the way you're going to be. I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon. Because I'm done. Do as you please, see if I care.
No.
Wow! I could cut the tension with a katana. You can cut a lot of things with the katana.
Right, dunno.
Especially the
Especially
tension.
the tension.
It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning.
What? Oh, yeah, you did.
I like this sprite from this angle.
He bounced back to business quick. he needs to.
Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was the just thing to do.
His hair is a lot. Like he needs like he's like a poodle. Like
You mean Blackwell or Fulbright?
Blackwell.
I don't think that's right.
No, it was Blackwell.
But as a result, Sykes-to-know was arrested. Was that just the thing to do? Was that the just thing to do too?
Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do?
Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence.
I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right. If I were you, right to know.
He does have I feel like a bigger mouth when you look at him from the front. Like when he talks, his mouth looks weird. This is
Yeah, he's not the best forward. The forward-facing sprites in CM aren't fantastic.
Forward-facing sprites have never been their strong suits.
Not in 3D, I think.
Yeah,
Not for 3D and not for characters who you normally see from the side. Like
Yeah.
they're good doing one or the other, but when you do a character who's usually seen from one angle from a different angle, they don't usually look great.
Yeah. It's hard to translate.
Fulbright is extremely flammable, which is a problem.
It's extremely flammable.
Prosecutor Blackwell, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. Looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 years past, aren't you?
You villain! Where did you hear about that?
You villain, this guy said.
Villain.
Oh my god.
Villain.
I actually need to get something to drink because I'm losing my voice.
Yes.
Do it.
Hydrate,
Fucko.
bitch. Fucko.
Don't hydrate.
I also should get something to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's hydration.
Be close enough.
It is a liquid. They said it was
Sure.
getting a liquid. It's not a solid.
I sure hope not.
Ugh.
And I got both. I already had water, but I also got apple cider.
At least it's lactate. Yes, Izzy. If I do not have specifically lactate milk or eggnog, I will die.
Instantaneously.
I will combust. Is spontaneous combustion like a thing? Really? Actually?
Yes.
People can just be on fire?
I mean, usually not just like apropos of nothing, but like
Then it's
there
not
are
spontaneous.
there are conditions with which you can spontaneously catch on fire without like an inciting flame. But like
That's crazy.
I don't think that like you as you are right now are in danger of spontaneously bursting into flames.
Why not?
Seems like a skill issue.
Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know how it fucking works. Yeah, pajamas from the 50s, for example. Yeah, like if you were like wearing particular like fiber types or like covering yourself in flammable materials.
I feel like that wouldn't be spontaneous. That'd be asking for it. Is everyone here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This class is absolutely positively blade proof, right?
No, it wasn't me. I didn't see a single. Oops.
Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
God, this guest is leaving.
I don't think that's how it works. I think you need to come with me. Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Deneau's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
God, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
I'm listening to my podcasts.
Complicated Women Podcast.
The Complicated Women Podcast. There he goes. There he goes again.
No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwell.
And he's in prison.
Now what are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer?
There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright? Do you mind if I ask you a little more about that old case?
Golly.
You okay?
Yeah, I don't. My wrist is like the skin on my wrist is like being weird.
Oof.
Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know?
Don't.
Sleep. I want to talk to fucking Athena. Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted?
A little. The police called the incident the UR1 incident.
We've got an incident.
You are
Erwin. For short.
You're one incident. You get one.
Erwin.
Haha.
Haha, one. Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you.
Fun thought.
If Apollo were to kill me. I don't know why I thought he was talking about Edgeworth. I'm like, what?
Oh, in Japanese, he probably just says lawyer son a lot, right?
Probably.
That's what he's doing. It doesn't come across as smooth in English.
Lawyer boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Literally, isn't Apollo's name like lawyer boy, basically?
Because of his
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
isn't it, literally like isn't or like
Law boy? Yeah, I think
That's so
think
funny.
we've had this
Law boy?
conversation before, but yeah, Apollo's like Japanese name is Law boy. There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly.
Law boy? Wouldn't you like to know, Law boy?
Yeah, we made that. We
Yeah.
made that.
100% made that
a
joke.
lot.
2 pieces of evidence. What? What are they?
Let's see. The first was some security camera footage.
Please be the swashbuckler spectacular video. Someone just VHS over it.
He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime.
I appreciate that 7 years ago we were using VHS tapes. Bob Law's boy law blog.
Yeah.
The only one, huh? Ouch. That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage?
Oh, sorry. I don't have it with me right
Oh,
now.
I figured you did because you were hovering it in midair next to it. That's fine.
It's a hologram.
Right, yeah, just like the
It's
movie.
the future. The hologram of the VHS from 7 years ago. Wow, we've come a long way.
I guess I'll have to see some other time. You know what? Thinking back on it now, this franchise's like completely outdated technology, an inability to predict technology changes, is so funny compared to the fucking cyberpunk like hologram nightmare that's going on in the movie.
Yeah. I took some liberties.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see it though.
Court record.
And what's the second piece of evidence?
This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime.
Ponko's arm.
See, there he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana.
Okay, short-haired
Yeah,
Simon.
that means he did it. Mm-hmm.
Short-haired Simon can get it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Simon can get it.
It was the victims kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was like, I see.
Wow. It must be hard to explain this one away.
Katana added to the court record.
Why were they doing the probe in her office? Or was she just allowed to have free reign of the facility decor-wise?
Yes.
His back is so yummy. I'm talking about the back of his head. I don't like his hair. Like, I don't like his hair now. I think it's, like, too floofy. But who took his picture, detective? So how transphobic was she? Oh, a psychologist and a weeb? You say that she can't, she can't not, she could be a psychologist, a weeb, or a good person. She can't be all three.
Yeah.
Choose two.
Listen, I was a psych major.
The incident happened the day before the Hat One launched. So does that mean you're transphobic?
I was a shitheel. I changed my mind to become the weeb and the good person part.
Ah,
And you're not a psychologist.
Yep.
gotcha. I understand now. A reporter who'd come to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took.
Hmm.
Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Hold on. I know 3 reporters in this franchise, and I hate all 3 of them.
Who's the third?
You hate Lada?
Lana, Brushel, and...
Lotta, Brushel, and DePlume.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
This game.
Oh yeah.
Quote
I
unquote,
fucking love it.
quote unquote, hey, it's more just like, they're so funny and they consistently fuck me over. It would be great
They're
if it
all
was
the
Lotta,
worst.
though.
I think Lotta's the best, in my opinion.
Lotta's great. Brushel is the worst. It's like bottom
Brushel
tier.
is
F tier.
explicit.
Brushel is my favorite.
F tier, man.
I like Brushel
like
in like I like Brushel like he's got some cool stuff going on. His design is so bad. It's so like I don't know if it's bad, but because it's so evocative. Like it's so strong
Mhm,
that it
mhm.
completely overshadows him as a character completely. Like the design is stronger than his character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Barry has a. I don't even think it's Barry's stream, but it's a BTTV emote someone has of Brushel that everyone kept spamming, and Barry's like, I do not like this man's face. You gotta stop. Definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he?
Yes. And I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. They do execute everyone who kills murder. What did you say? Execution date?
But did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing!
This fucking guy.
I didn't say
So
anything!
he was gonna
No
death
siree! Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense in hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
They let him pick up a court case when his date's tomorrow?
He was like, don't worry, guys. I got it in one. Please let me have this.
In one.
This is my last wish. One day, I got this.
That's his final meal.
My final meal will be Phoenix Wright's ass in the courtroom.
His ass?
Whoa.
Don't you think that's
Metaphorically.
enough for today?
Enough for today. Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. If the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago.
Then it would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwell would be executed tomorrow under a false charge.
What? The government would never do that.
No.
That would be
The
unfair.
third.
We have to do something right now.
I want to do something. I want to, but
I just want to go ape shit.
you're a
Big fist.
lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision.
It's also probably
My
why.
brain, I sort of skimmed the line, and I first thought it said, "You know how hard it is to make decisions,"
God, that's
Yeah.
so true.
and I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
No, you're right.
I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of fight?
Yeah. Oh, hi Simon. Thank you for smacking my microphone out of the way.
Wait, if tomorrow, if he's dead tomorrow, does that mean we get a new prosecutor?
That means we win by default if we just keep it going, right?
Yes, win!
That's
you
how the
saw
law
how
works.
he
Run out the
was,
clock!
right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperated. Not even his own sister could persuade him.
I mean, they seem to fucking hate each other, so... Uncooperative. I mean, he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oop. Oh shit, it was actually today. Well, he's dead.
Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. My pager's going off. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding!
Someone
I'm a
else is
hard-
dead?
I have a hard time believing he doesn't have a Steel Samurai of some kind theme song as his ringtone. It's quite a reaction. Everybody's making this big show of it right now.
But Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots are...
It's actually full, bro. Get a hold of
I
yourself.
don't know.
Some kind of robot malfunction?
Not a malfunction! They're staging a revolt! The machines are rebelling against humans!
Yes! Aura wins!
It's deserved.
They've holed themselves up in the space center and they've taken the visitors as hostages!
Aura wins! They did what? No. Trucy. My daughter.
We have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle.
She's spent the entire time she couldn't find Apollo, so she just talked about the revolution to Paco. And they were way too into it.
Yeah, Phoenix was definitely saying this is Trucy's fault and not, oh god,
No,
Trucy's being held
no,
hostage.
No, but I'd like to think that Trucy would be able to do that. Have we entered a D&D encounter? Yes. Wow, man, that was a fast turnaround. Riot police are here. The robots really are holding people hostage.
Look, Mr. Lawyer. What do you suppose the group of people are swarmed
Oh,
around?
there's a helicopter. That's neat.
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
What? You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already.
Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do.
Jersey.
But he's
Probably,
I
don't know.
right? Or
I don't know
Apollo?
who this is.
He's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me?
I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay? Oh wait, no. Are you okay here on your own? I'm going over there to that voice.
Leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here?
Pearls, over here. Oh, why was she at the Space Center?
Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are.
Why are you here?
She's everywhere.
I
She's
heard the
omnipresent.
terrible news and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy.
So Ponko's gone nuts? Clonko seems the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are,
Okay,
when people,
alright.
when, oh, did I say something odd? Did I, error.
Wow, that's so relatable. Did I say something
Error.
odd? Panic attack. Uh-oh. There is something wrong with him.
Gah. Ew.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Oh no! It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired.
Yes, Trucy, he's just sleeping.
I'm Pearl.
Yes, Pearl. He's just sleeping.
Ha 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 ha.
He fucking wakes up and his face is means. Clonko?
No!
Oh my god!
It's you.
Human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over. Hey! The robots are rebelling!
Run!
It's all at war! It's the end of the world! Fools! How could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely. What? But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. But Aura wins! Aura wins! Hey you! Hostage number 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them. Ooh. Huh? There's something being displayed on Clonko's face screen. It's the Space Museum.
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy, are you alright?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire.
Oh shit, they're outnumbered. I know math.
Yeah, a researcher's behind it. She's here, Khan. Eek!
She's here, Con. God,
She's here, Khan.
This girl talks too much. Trucy, talk to me!
Why are you doing this?
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening.
Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears.
Release Simon Blackwell. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terran's murderer, Athena Sykes. Oh, okay. Athena?
Now hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out, then...
No, wait! Mr. Lawyer! I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but...
But you need me to buy some time, right? Got it, I'll see what I can do. Promise me. Promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either.
Of course I won't. Now, I'd better go contact headquarters.
Trucy can't be held hostage, it's a Maya thing!
Person can't get
It's
hostage. She's in a
it's
skate
contagious. It's contagious.
They're They've cut up.
It's terminal.
They've cut up Maya's essence and have distributed her amongst the girlies.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
Where's the time store, Pearl? I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be? If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages. Princess?
Well, he's out here, so...
Hunk of Junk, yeah. There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip.
I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Press your blackmail. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty of jerk. Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not the murderer. What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they got her in detention. I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else. Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer? I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one from the case 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case? Ugh, it's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is. Is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it. Just... What exactly are you proposing? What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker?
Recreate it.
Recreate
Yep.
it. Retry it. Honestly, actually, she would fucking hate that. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth. That's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready.
1 hour? But that's impossible. Please give me until at least tomorrow.
If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. We're going to have a retrial. We'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. She will? And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow Hunk of Junk. Riot, please. Make way. We're coming through.
Mr. Nick, wait! I'll help you with the investigation.
Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Why does she know another prosecutor?
Because she hates them.
She makes a list.
She texts it.
She is able to dox at any moment necessary. Yeah.
Laura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long. But we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago.
Mr. Wright,
Ah, it's a hostage taker!
I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest? He gets a cutscene?
Of course he does.
We're gonna watch his entire travel.
Yes!
Yes!
There is footage. There is muffled rap music playing over this. An edit.
There's a great edit of like that, like the loud.
X
music.
gonna give it to you, like.
I trust you've been well, right?
Oh shit! He's got glasses!
His eyes are deteriorating.
Hey, guess what?
He's getting old.
front-facing 3D Edgeworth.
Oh.
It's really bad.
Can't hurt you front-facing
So this
3D
joke
Edgeworth.
would be a lot funnier if you could actually see that I'm missing a lens, but you can't really because of how the camera is.
You never found it?
I still have not found it. No.
Oh my god.
I ordered new glasses. Like, so there's someone pointing me towards a website that actually could do it for cheaper than these glasses would be.
Mhm.
So I have those in case I do find it, and I can get those fixed. Then I will have 2 pairs of glasses.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad thing to have backup, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't believe
having
it
a backup pair is
disappeared.
I still have not found the other lens. I don't know where the fuck it went.
So
Edgeworth,
weird.
what are you doing here? I fucking hate this face. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
it's not great.
This is Miles
Immediate
Edgeworth.
Cyclops.
This is Miles Edgeworth. He looks a little bit weird, but we've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor, but now it's like his head is too small for his body.
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
What the fuck are you? Oh, he's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon you're right. Okay, there. I was like, he was still in his office. You're not a prosecutor anymore. You're just the big one.
You're the big one now.
You're the big boy.
A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss?
How dare you
I can
stand?
figure out what his
How
point
dare
was.
you stand where she stood? Where she's currently standing in prison.
Yeah.
Lana should get out by now. What are you doing here, Edgeworth?
The captor chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case.
She's nostalgic and really loves fan service. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top.
I gathered all the information I could in the short time I had.
I'll
give you a rundown.
Slip Phoenix.
To the top. The only one I know.
The only one.
The only one I've ever met.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Pearl's like, do you forget Mia so soon? Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use the help.
I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist Dr. Metis Sykes.
Oh, she's so pretty. She like
And
I love. It's really funny how her face, like her eyes and her eyebrows, are a different art style.
yeah, her eyes are really weird in this. They look very strange.
Mm-hmm.
And Metis is, in Greek mythology, the mother of Athena.
That tracks. I figured it was something like that. Yeah, Athena's mother.
7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see.
Hey, are you sure it wasn't the chair that did it? The pokey chair?
What a terrible way to die.
This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. Why is this upside down?
For record.
I also have the autopsy report for you.
Updated, of course.
Updated as of, 7 years ago.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
happened.
I swear to God, if you also exhume her and do a new fucking autopsy, I'll kill you.
The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene.
Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture.
The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers.
Oh, what? The joke I was going to make earlier in the stream, because I knew he was coming, was that Pearl was gonna find him under the couch.
The police were called in because of a sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch.
Yes.
Phoenix needed a little bit of relaxing time.
So he hit him with the couch?
No, so he called Edgeworth. And Edgeworth hid under the couch when he heard Pearl come in. Because he actually pays attention.
No, Phoenix forgot who Edgeworth was until 3 seconds ago. That's why I had to repeat it. Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too, as he forgets all things from the original trilogy. And the last game.
A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackquill, a young prosecutor.
Oh yeah! I'm fucking the chief prosecutor! Shit!
What?
Why does no one tell me these things?
He forgot.
I forgot. I gotta write it down on my arm. Phoenix Wright is fucking the chief prosecutor. I hear this trial was over in a flash.
Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only one session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera...
The security camera video. And the photo of the moment of the murder. The crime, as I recall. It's not a murder, it's a crime.
Murder isn't crime.
Murder isn't a crime. According to Aura Blackwell. I wonder whose pictures those were in my phone. What? It's not this guy. They don't look the same at all. I think that guy didn't have glasses and had a bigger head.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why.
So that means he must still be hiding something. I don't know if this is the first time I'm thinking about this, but I feel like he's too high up on the screen. Like if this was like this in the original trilogy as well, like he was just like really high because he's a tall man. It's just like when you put the center of the camera on someone's, like, it gives a size comparison, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's supposed to be like the similar height as him, but right
yeah,
now
Phoenix is
he
only 2 inches shorter.
He is
It's-
eye level with this man's titties.
It's just
Yeah.
representing what Phoenix is looking at the whole time.
Phoenix is a habitual sloucher,
That's
and
true.
He does
Miles
do that in
Edgeworth
court a
has
lot. Impeccable posture.
impeccable
Yeah,
posture.
yeah. That's also true. Mm-hmm.
And Edgeworth is standing on a box. Just because.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shasta, this game series does not ever do something that interesting. It's looked like Athena did it, so Simon's covering for her. That's what happened to Lana. That's what happened to a million other characters. I feel like if it looks like someone you care about did it, you take the fall for them. That's what the 2 cases
That's
ago
the rule.
was. Yeah.
Right. And there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public.
He has lifts in his shoes. That feels excessive. He's already a very tall man. Yeah, I know. He's probably the spy, right?
Right, how on earth do you know about that?
Hey, the director. Director Cosmos told me. A bit of pressure. They told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Sabotage.
Sabotage and espionage.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
Suddenly I want an empanada.
Bapanada.
Papanada.
Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy.
Okay.
Hilarious.
They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock.
And yeah, he did corporate espionage, but you let him still be a prosecutor.
But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy...
You know, him being a prosecutor before, I think makes even less sense to me. Because, like, if it's one of those things where he became a lawyer while he was in prison, That is a normal story. I feel like if you're a lawyer and you kill someone and go to prison, while you are a lawyer, you probably shouldn't be a lawyer anymore. You probably should get
The law had nothing to do with his him being a murderer.
Yeah.
He was like he was like learning psychology from a random lady and then killed her. Right? Like, got nothing to do with him being a prosecutor.
Yeah, those are two completely unrelated things.
It's unrelated.
We can stay the execution?
It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can.
What is this music? I don't like this one. This is a different thing than what we had. Thanks, Ezra. Now all I have to do is climb this room, comb this
What do you
room
mean?
wherever
This
it
is-
is.
I have to climb
This is the
this
investigation
room.
music.
It's not the investigation music that Miles knows.
Oh, I see.
What? You have a
He's like,
different
oh, I'm
sound
not the
pattern.
protagonist of this
Yeah.
game? Damn.
Yeah.
Let's do it together.
Sorry, you've been disbarred. You clearly forgot a law. No boy without a Mickey. You forgot the law. Name one law. Murder.
Okay, that's on me.
There's also an interesting thing that, like, I don't think you experienced because, like, the way that different people, like, but I know some people who did, where, actually, I don't know if you've got there yet.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo.
It is a little bit strange that they didn't just wait to blow their load. Like, they literally, like, Aura mentioned that she'll figure out the prosecutor, and then immediately Edgeworth shows up. It's like, y'all couldn't wait, like, 2 minutes while we investigated this on our own and then ran into Edgeworth at the trial? Like, that... that feels like a more natural flow of things than... She says, I know who I'm gonna get, and then literally 2 seconds later, she's able to get him. Like, there's no process there.
There was no process because Phoenix Wright was on the scene.
Yeah. Premature ejaculation is very common. It's just a little bit strange that they didn't wait to blow their load.
See the cute little food processor?
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule.
Oh, he calls her Pearls?
Aww.
Wait, that's really cute. I forgot that. He picked it up from Phoenix.
They're so hella gay.
Wow.
What? Okay,
It's
hold on.
text. It's not even subtext.
It's textual.
If... Oh god, my hair. If the Hope probe was here
Yep.
in this room, and it's not
Yep.
anymore.
Yeah.
What is in the Hope probe? And what went into the rocket? What went uppies?
Oh, you know.
Is that why no one saw Athena for 7 years? That's
Yeah.
why Judy never saw Athena. And they faked all
No,
those
you got it.
letters because they got a girl trapped in space.
No, you got it.
Oh my god.
That sounds right.
It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body.
First on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? They were here to collect the capsule, which reminds me.
So, they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about this case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Hello, Nora Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about.
None of your bizwigs.
Bizwicks?
None of your bizwigs.
You're Bisquick.
None
All
of your
mine. Fuck
bizwigs.
you.
I don't like how he... It's just... I don't like how he... Edgeworth,
Yeah.
did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule?
Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how did you know?
I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all.
So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he?
Hope capsule. Why are we doing that? So the
So I think they're trying to-
so-called Hope capsule.
Because I think it's because it is like the name,
Mm.
and so they're just like trying they don't do like italics or bold or anything.
That's fair.
And it's
So
not
they-
like, I hope it's a capsule, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Right.
you know.
That is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law.
Aura, such a poet.
I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judge Tron, JT02.
What? Why?
Fucking love Aura. I don't believe we need to bother with that pearl. It's not even completed yet.
He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either.
They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room.
It was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo.
You can also see the rock.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
Strange black and yellow thing on the side of the left side of the picture.
Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo.
I thought the rock came from the Hope probe. Wasn't that what they said? Like a few days ago, the Hope probe sent back the capsule with the rock in it? No, wait. No. The rock, this is a different rock. This is the rock that Yuri was obsessed with. It was like, did you know we have a cool rock? And we got even more cool rocks?
Yeah, I think that's I honestly I have no fucking idea. I think that's what it is. Like,
they just should not have a point be made about 2 different rocks. I think I think maybe they're at their limit when it comes to bombs and rocks.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen.
Athena.
Shasta, you're muted.
Shasta? Oh my
Shasta,
god,
did
she's
you-
fucking dead.
Bam.
Did you die? Are you
Oh, heck.
gone?
Shasta may be away from the computer.
Ah,
It's like more like one line of dialogue.
yeah. It's Alex. This is
I hear a
It's
lot
fine.
of research. I hear there's also research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy?
I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit.
He is. Case closed. That's nothing? Okay. What is this? It looks like a giant power plug.
It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station?
Fuck off. No, it's not. that is not even close to what EV chargers look like.
That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up.
Okay, are they saying that this plug is what goes into them? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I have spent too much time around electricians. Wow, machines that maintain
You're like,
themselves.
you're
That's pretty
saying
cool.
this is what we're
That's
doing?
not-
Okay.
It would be like
Alright.
one, like how you don't plug in the 2-prong thing into your phone. You plug in the one
Right.
thing. That's what it would be. It's like one is like a little lightning USB.
Well, that's for mass production, right? These are like one-off crazy crap that Aura's built.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying it makes any sense, but I think
right.
that's sort of the vibe, right? Is that these aren't
She's
like
doing her own fucking thing.
She doesn't care about any
she's
Seiko.
mad with power.
There's no standards. The standards are her own.
She doesn't have to be UL rated.
Exactly.
If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we are down, you see.
Oh my god, we can't go to sleep.
Oh god!
No, can't sleep. Aura will eat me.
And say Aura will add 3 extra arms for no reason.
Right. She'll take my face.
She'll turn me into Judge Tron. Also, I'm just noticing these 2 little lights down here look like a face. Java down there.
Just hiding. There's a robot hiding inside Judge Tron.
Oh. What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs.
How short are your legs?
I've gotten taller.
That didn't answer the question. And there's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor too. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something.
Hell yeah. I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street doing just that. Better not think about it anymore. Bup, bup. Bup, bup. Bup, bup. I love how the ball just kind of got lumped in with the hand. I like this row of rolling cases. But the wheels make it easier for people to move more heavy research materials around.
I bet they're fun to ride around in. We could probably even both fit into the biggest one. I know. We could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs.
He would never.
He's
Not
committed.
me.
Pearl, he's committed a murder before. He's like, what? No,
You proved I didn't do that.
That
That was a
literally
whole sort of my.
did not
you
happen.
saved my life that day. I did. What?
My memory is coming back in pieces, Edgeworth. Pieces. I can't remember who did and didn't commit a murder. Maya had committed at
You
least
need-
3.
You need to go to a hospital.
You seriously need to. Are you? He puts a hand to the back of his, like the back of his hand to your forehead, like, weirdly. Are you?
It's like on fire, and he's like, how long has that been a thing? 2 years.
It's part of the Phoenix branding.
Everyone knows Phoenix runs hot. It's like in the courtroom, not in life, not in your corporeal
running a constant 108 fever.
I just thought I was gonna live up to my namesake and rebirth in a shower of flames.
An emergency ladder. This must be one they used during the evacuation. An explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside.
I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. I love these little canisters all around that look like robots but aren't. Aura's desk is a mess. Doesn't surprise you.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do. Let me just... What? Just glanced over at her desk. Longingly. Fun transition. It's... Rita Sykes. Should I notice that before? Kongo, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, don't put me in the
no.
same class as that woman. I deserve to be in calculus 2. She's at least calc 3. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
You think Phoenix Wright could handle calculus 2?
We did.
Yeah, we're better than him.
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
He calls Dr. Sykes' mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura.
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine
Yeah, you got it.
catecholamine imbalance.
Excuse me? But I have no idea what that means.
I understand that she's grown up, and now she doesn't just try to repeat things when she doesn't know what they are. But God, I wish she did, because I loved her silly, like, this word, she's saying it totally wrong.
Yeah, right, totally.
What's a catacaller?
What's a cat
Pardon
collar?
me. Searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then would take out her feelings on those around her.
Wow! Oh, talk about unnecessary feelings.
Speaking of unnecessary feelings.
Guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
Did she not do it? Is she not a murderer? She should be.
Alex is like, no, I was all in on this.
She deserves to be.
That is correct, but without
don't
new
think-
evidence.
I
What?
don't know why you think she deserves to be a murderer.
No, like
Like
you know, for the
/pause.
cinema, yeah. Like Alex wants this.
Who wants the drama of Aura being a murderer?
Okay.
Alex is all in on evil, problematic woman that I stand.
She is the epitome of I was into a girl in school and I gave her a letter that said, "Get out of my school." Like,
I also looked up what catecholamines are, and it's like epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine.
yeah.
Like it's just
Mm.
it's
I had a
good
feeling.
class of neurotransmitter that basically saying Aura was mega depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aura had impressive depression.
Impressive.
Advanced
Impression.
depression.
No, wait, that's just another word. Anyway, that is correct. But without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. I started to hate it when she started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
Oh no.
Some gay ass angst, yeah, Jesus.
Oh my god! And before long, long she started hating the court system and abusing Quanko.
Abusing.
That murder destroyed so many lives.
They were just good friends. Just like, what's their faces from 2? Samus Aran.
Samus Aran.
The-
Fucking Celeste Impacts and Adrian Andrews.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They were
I
understand
fucking
now.
got it. Yeah.
They were very
I-
good friends.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I was like, what the fuck are they
I
talking
was like, oh, Samus Aran. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, Celeste Impacts, another, just a mouthful nightmare of a name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research.
Conko and Clonko. They're robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Wow, okay, wow, there's like no transition in that. Can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone and voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might be even more human than you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't know when I want you to take out the trash.
You have face blindness.
This is still
Sounds
you,
like,
Alex.
it sounds like those robots can do what Athena does. My brain. Alright, chair time. Looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too.
Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls gets brutally stabbed to death, and Phoenix and Edgeworth just look at each other and like, well, I guess we know it wasn't Blackwell. Shit. Pearls, don't touch the...
See?
Oh my god. Hey, it's moving. Don't put the drill between the legs. Wow, weird how that thing does have a kind of stabby motion to it, though.
I don't know what you're
They
talking
turned
about.
her into a robot.
They turned her into a robot.
Goodbye.
They turned her into a marketable robot.
They can't let that thing just like walk around.
It appears to be a robot assembly device.
It's weird how that thing comes in and just does a whole bunch of stabbing motions right where someone's stomach would be. Crazy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button.
Pearl, are you allergic to robots?
That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's about it for this one.
So what do you think, Wright? Any ideas?
I think that chair's a murderer. Still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow, after all. You asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth?
What? He did?
Yeah, he called it a special request. Reached out to me while I was still disbarred. Okay, hold on. New theory. New theory percolating. Aura is not the culprit from 7 years ago. I don't know about the warning. I think maybe someone warned that shit's unrelated. Something happened where she got in the chair, or Metis got in the chair, got stabbed a whole bunch.
It's
Everyone...
Metis, not Metis. Just
Yeah, I did laugh earlier when you said it.
I do have to just make it. I have to just reiterate that one time. If you want to keep doing it, you can. I just need to tell you at least once.
There is a fucking character in D&D whose name I also get wrong in that same way. She gets stabbed a whole bunch. Everyone's like, "Oh, it was a murder," and Aura's like, "No, it couldn't be my brother. I don't know who it is, but it couldn't be my brother. We need to retry this." And so the only way she could think of to bring back the case was to put it in her own hands. So she killed Clay, recreated a lot of the setup around the murder so that she could reopen the case. I don't, like, it's entirely possible that her death was an accident and Clay's death was not.
I mean, until we have someone else in the story, I've got to agree that I don't see who it could be.
Yeah. That's why I think it's an accident.
So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep, the Blackwell case.
Right. I have a special request.
What's up?
I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion.
Oh, he wanted me to take it? Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? I've been
Listen, I want one of my subs back.
That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law.
Hey.
Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him.
Aw, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now, which is nothing. I don't have a job.
He's actually starting to get a little bit better at piano.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Right. I'm
Listen,
I'm
I just
sorry
wanna
I
hope.
dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details.
Hey, no need to apologize. Like I said on the phone the other day. What type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. They're big chickens.
Apologize. God damn it.
Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Oh, that was the phone he was on! That was the thing he did at the beginning of the game!
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
It's Alex now, no more Sam Riegel.
He came back to be a lawyer because Edgeworth asked him to. Wow!
It's so gay. It's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That I can only succeed if you give me smooches. That's what this is all about. I need smooches.
Look for it for later.
To fuel me. It's probably honestly conflict of interest, but it's not a real case anyway.
Yeah, this is the least official case.
Yeah. It's the only reason why Edward's allowed to do it.
The dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. Everybody's saying it. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
What is that crease in her mouth?
She's frowning.
No, it's like there's like a weird line.
You frowning?
It's like where her mouth meets her lips.
I'm so upset and frowning so hard.
That is her lip.
Yeah, it's just weird because I've never noticed it on like anyone else. Like she has a
I'm frowning so hard.
She has a pronounced lip.
I think it's the angle and the pout. Like her lip
Yeah.
is a bit farther out because
Frowning
she's
so
pouting.
hard.
And
It
she's
looks like an
looking
eye
nervous.
in that photo, actually.
Pasta check. You're an imposter check.
Ugh.
Whoa.
When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust.
Crazy.
It all began 8 years ago.
And it had nothing to do with anything before then. The court was perfect before then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing bad ever
Mhm.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence.
It wasn't me! I didn't do it! I just went along with it.
And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Oh,
I feel like 2 cases is not enough.
Usher the
No, I
Maybe
don't know
we
what you're
should-
talking
Maybe we
about.
should also mention that a lawyer fabricated evidence and then also a few years later killed a guy. Like
Hey, we've got, you know, that we didn't get caught for that.
that wasn't us. It was fucking Kristoff.
Well, what Edward's doing here is he's giving a history
Right,
lesson
yeah,
to
yeah,
Pearl,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wait! Do you mean...
That's right. He's talking about my case on Prosecutor Blackwell's. But I think the Dark Age of the Law probably started when they just fucking gave up on the jury system.
Mm.
It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts.
Hi.
Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it.
There have been 2 other prosecutors convicted of murder.
Yeah, but these 2 were no, they were active too. These two were
These two are more important.
these 2 are main character. No.
Blackwell was a fucking nobody. It didn't fucking matter.
Blackwell
But he killed a guy.
Blackwell
Oh.
seems to have a vibe of like, yeah, I fucking killed a dude. Great, I do it again. Like the Blackwell's
Right.
showmanship is insane.
That's true.
Yeah.
He psychologized the whole world and going like, maybe lawyers are bad.
Manfred and Godot actually tried to hide it. Such a shame.
Godot's a really weird case, and Manfred is probably. I don't know what the fuck's up with Manfred.
Such a shame. One suspicion
I've
forms.
seen,
It's very hard to shake.
Frankly, I've seen some like theories and stuff because like
Mhm.
we know now that like the time between like sentencing and death is like 7 years.
Manfred's
Approximately,
definitely
right?
dead. Yeah.
Well, Von Karma's dead by 2, right?
Yes,
Like
that's true.
so there's I've seen a bunch of like Manfred got ganked in the instant he got to prison, like before he had just died,
Yeah.
was instantly murdered.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you probably pissed off a lot of bitches.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I honestly wonder like what
And-
Manfred's deal.
What I
Kind of
would
people-
like to know what Godot was convicted of, because can you be I'm sure yes you can still be convicted of murder, I'm sure, but what kind of murder when the person you murdered kind of wanted you to do it to protect her daughter?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that case. That involved. We've already established the ghost. The court system's already established ghosts are real, but like
Yeah.
this whole new sort of.
Yeah, it's like we
Definitive
get
into
rid of Dahlia's ghost, and then it's just like, all right, what now? It's like, what the fuck do we do now? Do we prosecute the ghost? Lawyers
Yes.
and prosecutors are supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. Yeah, and that's always been a thing. They've always worked together.
They've always reached across the aisles and come together in times of
It's
strife.
so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many nights' rest. many a night's rest.
No, I sleep fine.
Or is it just me, or did his is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed the last time I saw him?
It's the 3D.
2 days ago. I've been busy.
The hostage taker's disdain for the court is a perfect example of the times.
It sure is.
Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be?
Oh, it's Aura Blackwell. Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. Can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of the case from 7 years ago so badly?
Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess.
Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena.
The important thing for you is to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
Did she? So does she like legitimately believe that because we told her that we think the culprit's the same, that she's like, oh, then Athena also killed her mom and should be murdered?
I mean, we told her that after she wanted to call up Athena and murder her.
She'll release the hostages.
I'm counting on you, right, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free.
I'll be counting on you in court to help me too.
Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, I guess. Can I see my daughter? Yeah, I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start a trial until I've talked to Athena.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court afterward. Smooch.
Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again.
They gave him the anime glasses guy, adjust glasses animation, because he's a fucking anime glasses
They
guy
realized he was missing.
Always has been.
He's
Always
been
has
missing.
been.
He's been
He's
missing
been,
it.
he's been an anime glasses guy in spirit, and now
Yeah.
they've
Exactly,
made
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, always has been.
They've rectified it.
Yeah.
She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. I just realized that the person that I saw online that was like, play investigations before you play as Attorney 5 was just worried about spoiling he's the chief prosecutor.
I think that might, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
I
he's,
think so.
and
That's
that he's
related to
going
that.
after big boys now. Okay. But if
And
yeah,
what I was
that's
gonna
why
say
we were
is
like,
we're like, and it's interesting because like, if you start playing this game and don't have any idea that Edgeworth might appear in it, right, and you don't really know what's going on with the rest of and you go in like a lot of people or I've heard that kind of the intention was if you heard early, they say that the chief prosecutor made it some exception to allow Blackwell to prosecute. And
they
the
do,
idea-
yeah, they do say that.
The idea, I think, that you're supposed to come across from that is that the chief prosecution is corrupt, right? That like there's a problem goes all the way to the top, right? Because in the past, that's what happened, right? With Lana, with like we've had problems with high prosecutors before being corrupt, and then you get to this point and find out that the chief prosecutor is Edgeworth, and it recontextualizes that like who made that call.
Right.
And it brings up some interesting, like, that is a really interesting, like, bait and switch they do. But only, like, it's an extremely subtle bait and switch that, like,
Right.
unless you're, like, really, like, paying a lot of close attention, you don't catch, but I'm obsessed with, frankly. The way they set that up. I think it's really cool.
feel
You
like I
do a
haven't
little bit of clever.
I feel like I haven't seen her in a week.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
What's up, bitch?
It'd be so funny if it
And
wasn't her
probably
who showed
do.
up.
God, though, imagine if your boss showed up and you've been arrested and his first thing he says to you is, "Sup, bitch?" Like,
How's prison?
Well,
Oh, boy.
I'm just at the detention center. I haven't not
How's
in, not in
how's
prison.
lockup?
Oh, okay.
I knew you would come. After all, the first step is to interview with the defendant.
Have they given
Yeah,
you? Have
first
you,
step.
Have you given you? Have they given you your standard issue metal cup that you can swing against the bars?
No. I think that comes with the outfit, and you can see I don't have that.
Yeah, well, that's because you legally are not allowed to change clothes in this state. And because you're my friend, I was worried about you.
Did you have to get like a special permit when you decided to change your look then?
Yeah, actually, when you lose your job, you're allowed to change your outfit. If you get a new job, you're allowed to change your outfit then too, but only that time.
Qualifying event.
There's
Oh,
there
yes,
has to
it's like
be-
medical insurance.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Your clothes are determined by your employer.
You get like a 1 week window when you like have some life event to decide that you need to change up your look.
Exactly. And it counts for students too, and that's why Junie's look changed completely when she got expelled.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
That's a good question.
Huh.
Oh, so you were lying. That was
No!
a lie just now.
No.
There's that guy.
I mean, Trucy is worried about you.
I know.
We've confirmed that. Trucy's other worried currently, too. Oh,
Oh
Junie.
yeah, Junie. Junie explicitly.
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself. She came to find me.
Be like, Trucy's worried about you, but she's probably a bit more worried about being held hostage.
About being murdered. Is Junie also being held hostage? She's still there. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you.
What's 2 + 2?
6.
Shit!
I mean, it's no secrets, right? Like, that's the conspiracy.
Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good.
I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago.
You're supposed to just get over it.
Yes, that's why I started taking psych classes, but I couldn't psych myself. When I saw the center again during the news coverage of that Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time.
Wait, you went to the Space Museum. Does that mean you were in Docking Bay 1?
I don't
Must
know
have
where I
taken
was.
A lot of courage to face your past like that.
So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions.
Did you sleep there, Athena?
This was before the launch pads had been switched.
Okay.
There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, the director could very well switch the pads if there were people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you get swapped? Did you see that Hat 1 group photo? The one your mother is in?
I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket.
Ah. The jacket on display that was Dr. Sykes's?
But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience.
No, you're supposed to just get over it.
The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me.
Get over it, forehead.
Oh. She was gonna get accused, and so Simon took the fall for her.
Everything around me went hazy, and I couldn't see.
We do know this court isn't above prosecuting a child for murder.
I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out.
How old is Machi? 13?
14, I think.
Mm.
When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows, where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you're trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena?
Were you the third person that everyone saw?
I was out until about noon of the next day. Didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. Don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough.
Which means, what if I am the one who killed Clay?
I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course I believe her. But will anyone else? Will anyone else indeed? I feel like there's a little bit more. Like, enough that I probably shouldn't.
Oh, cause
Oh,
it's time.
yeah, it is.
I was like,
time.
what the fuck is?
shit.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I have personally been zoning out for like the last
Cool.
15 minutes, so.
We're gonna stop. On Monday, Monday. We're gonna be playing more Echoes of Wisdom. Princess. Talk about a princess on a mission. We're playing Zelda. Echoes of Wisdom. Me and Miles. It's very fun. It's a delightful game. I'm very into it so far. And then next Friday we'll do more of this. We'll I guess do a trial with Edgeworth. It's gonna be very cool.
Hell yeah.
Sunday is Silent Hill. Tuesday is Satisfactory. Woo!
Victory.
Victory. All right.
Victory.
Now we can just hang.
Bye-bye.
Now we can just hang out here because we're allowed to see the the cover.
All right.
So, anyway, good night, folks.
Good night.
Right.